Hey guys, before we start, just wanted to say that this episode of the YAWP podcast is sponsored by Mud Water. Mud Water is an awesome coffee alternative that blends delicious organic ingredients such as adaptogenic mushrooms and turmeric, designed to give you a sustained energy without the jitters. Each serving of Mud Water comes with only 1/7 the amount of caffeine that comes with coffee, so you get a focused energy boost without the crash. And if you're looking to cut back on coffee, Mud Water is a great alternative that is also gluten-free, vegan, and keto friendly. So, if you're ready to upgrade your morning, feel free to use my link and try Mud Water out. You'll get 15% off any new purchase that you buy, and if you decide to subscribe and get a starter kit, you'll get $20 off along with a free frother. So go ahead, try it out, ditch coffee, drink Mud Water. Now, back to the episode. Welcome back, everybody, to the You Ask, We podcast, the show where you ask the questions, they answer them, and I'm just the guy in the middle. And this week, we have an amazing episode. In 1999, since 1999, he's been a former professional basketball player, and he's a current entrepreneur, coach, consultant, and motivational speaker. He was ranked the 25 best high school basketball player in the nation, averaging 35 points a game, and he had a 7-year professional career in Israel, playing for teams such as Maccabi Tel Aviv and Maccabi Haifa. I want to give a warm welcome to the Jewish Jordan, the first ever Orthodox Jewish player to play in D1 college and professional ball. Tamir Goodman. Tamir, how's it going?
Great. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. Thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah, of course, no problem. For the people back at home, you know how the show works. The first question always comes from me, and that's what's new?
Yeah, everything is going really well. Busy dream chasing. Um, you know, Getting ready for my basketball camp in July. My book's coming out soon. My movie's coming out soon. Working very closely on some sports tech initiatives, and as well as the Aviv Net, the first ever antimicrobial moisture wicking basketball net that I invented, and we also have advertising opportunities on the net. So we're working on a lot of good messaging and advertising opportunities on the net. Thank God I've been blessed with a wife and 5 kids, and just trying to win each and every day and reach my potential and make Hashem proud.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And that's the dream, you know, we all want to just make Hashem proud. So, this first question, we can get into some of the questions that people submitted. This first one came from Jacob. He wants to know what got you into basketball and who are your role models within the game and with like outside of it?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Thank you so much. I fell in love with basketball at a very young age. My older brothers played, and once they brought me to the gym, I kind of never left, and I still love the game very much. I've had some incredible role models in my life. First of all, my coach, who always believed in me, Coach Katz. I think that's something amazing to be around someone who believes in you more than you believe in yourself, like the Torah says, "Aseh l'charav."
Hmm.
So I was very blessed that I had that. He also never let me quit. Um, he taught me to be very resilient. He taught me to be very fundamental on and off the court. So, I was very blessed to grow up in the right place at the right time with the right coach, right family, right rabbis, everybody, that I needed to be around me to support me and show me they were all there. And then, yeah, it's hard for me to pick like actual players on the court just because I'm such a fan of the game. I love the game. And I think I've just, the Sixth Lubavitch Rebbe used to say that we have like one mouth, one nose, and two eyes. Like, why do we have two eyes? Shouldn't we just had one eye, like the rest of our face? And he said because our right eye is always to see the positive in everyone. And I like ever since I was really young, try to like every player I see, like see the positive in them and learn from them. And that's kind of like the way I watched the game from a very young age, just watching all the players, all levels, trying to learn from them and appreciate their greatness. So it's hard for me to like pick one or two.
But did you ever have like any like personal favorite for yourself?
I mean, I think growing up, I'm 42. So growing up, when you grew up, when I grew up, almost every single person would say Michael Jordan. And I think now for this generation, seeing the Ant-Man and everyone like so hyped up about him
Hmm.
because there's this competitiveness, there's like this energy of like, you have no idea what you're about to see tonight. You're going to see something that maybe you've never seen before. And that type of excitement, that type of work ethic, I think like was very exciting growing up. And I think people are starting to, in this generation, maybe understand Michael Jordan's greatness a little bit better now because the Ant-Man is almost like bringing that discussion back up. So it's exciting times.
That's so true. I'm actually personally a huge LeBron guy myself, and I never and that for a while I kind of didn't understand the Jordan hype, and now watching Ant, I'm starting to get it. So yeah, you're definitely right. This next question comes from David. Speaking of the, Jordan, the Jewish Jordan nickname, he wants to know, like, have you ever felt additional pressure coming from, multiple media outlets documenting every point in your career, and what do you feel about the Jewish Jordan nickname?
Yeah, that's a very good question, David. I never liked the Jewish Jordan nickname. I never put it up on myself. Um, I I still very very uncomfortable with it, but I always say like Hashem and Judaism and basketball and Torah, it always helped me like navigate through my career, both the good times and the bad times. And because of that, it helped me like almost channel it as a tool to help other people, I guess. So that was my way of like surviving or continuing to live with the Jewish Jordan nickname. Um, but I feel like I always tried to play for something higher than myself, which allowed me to, if I had a really good game, I wasn't satisfied. I would keep going because it wasn't about me. It was something bigger than myself. It was about something bigger than myself. And then when I had challenging times or negative times or messed up or whatever, I had to pick myself up quickly because it wasn't about me. It was something bigger than myself. And I think having that type of attitude and growing up like that, it allowed me to navigate my way through that nickname. It wasn't like I put it on myself or anything like that. So I'm looking at all the players now and Caitlin Clark and, all the hype and media and the way things are now. Like I lived through that and I know it's very hard and I wish them a lot of blessings and success. But for me, the way that I got through it was my connection and always trying to strive to be closer to Hashem. That helped me overcome a lot of these situations.
That's beautiful. Um, this next question comes from Avi. Yeah, you actually brought up Aviv Sports a little bit before. He's curious, what was your motivation behind starting it?
Yeah, so we got an email. I'm here in Israel, and we got an email from the Israeli Basketball Association that said we can't pass a basketball because there's bacteria on the ball during Corona. And I always remembered like it was frustrating playing with a wet, slippery ball during a game. So I was like, well, I know Israel is a world leader in fabrics. So why don't we create an antimicrobial net that'll disinfect the ball and then dry the ball so the ball won't be as slippery in the game. We'll keep the players safe for the able to play better. And then either with the messaging, we could either, do positive messaging, for different charities, charitable initiatives, you uplift the game through that, or also use it as an advertising component because all the eyes are on the net. Like people see advertising all over the arena, even on the referees' jerseys now. But really, if you watch the highlights on Instagram and stuff, everything's on the net. So that's where you get the most views. So kind of like monetizing the net, basically, helping players get better, keeping them safer, and allowing teams and leagues to get new revenue. And also, if there's a charitable initiative, spread the word.
Nice. Awesome. And this next question comes from Yitzhak. He's actually curious about your basketball career. He wants to know what was your fondest memory during your career in hoops, and what was your biggest challenge during that time?
My fondest memory was during my freshman year at Towson University. We were a couple games away from the big dance, but our conference semifinal game came out on a Friday night, and I decided not to play in that game, even though it was the biggest game of my life. And I stayed in a little motel that was across the street from the arena, and just wondering what's going on with my team. And that Friday night, because I sat out in honor of Shabbat, and then there was a knock on my door, and they surprised me. It was my entire team, and they told me that they respect me for not playing in the game, and they won the game in honor of Shabbat, so that I have a chance to play in the championship on Saturday night. So I think that was my fondest memory. Either that or Towson telling me that they were able to change the schedule. I could keep my scholarship and not have to play on Shabbat or Jewish holidays. One of those two moments. And then the hardest moment I would say for me, aside from my injuries, unfortunately, my coach got fired after my freshman year, and the new coach was, yeah, I guess I had to go through a really hard time with that new coach who I actually ended up assaulting me and not being able to finish out my college career after I finally got that scholarship and everything was going so well. That was a hard thing to overcome.
And how did you overcome it in the end?
Um, I quit. I quit basketball. I was broken emotionally, physically, and spiritually after that happened. I couldn't wrap my head around how painful that moment was, that like I beat the odds. I did something that seemed impossible. I was starting as a freshman. Our team was winning. I won the coaches award. I had the best teammates, the best coach, everything. And then to lose all that when I was only 18 years old and have to deal with an adult that should have been there to support me and actually was there to break me. That was a really hard thing. And the only way that I overcame it was I said, you know what, Hashem gives everybody in this world their mission, and mine is to make a Kiddush Hashem through basketball. And I can't let someone else take me away from that mission. And picked myself up and got myself back in shape and came back stronger than ever.
That's beautiful. I think we have time for two more questions.
Sure.
This next question comes from Yitzchak. He's curious, because you're currently coaching over like 5,000 kids and running a world-class overnight basketball camp. He wants to know, what's your motivation in coaching the next generation of basketball players, and how do you feel? I mean, like, what are your thoughts on the new generation of Jewish ball? Like, for example, people like Ryan Terrell, making the G League, and the new generation of Jewish hoopers.
Yeah, I feel like I had such in my career was just absolutely crazy. Like, meaning the stuff that I went through, I can't even imagine like what I went through. Like it's just so unbelievable. And now looking back, I'm like, I went through so many crazy moments, so that I went through all those moments so that I could help the next generation of players. That's why Hashem put me through all these moments that I hope players never have to go through. But I went through them, and it gave me a lot of experience, and I use all those moments to help the next generation. And when I see the next generation of players succeeding, it makes me very happy. So I'm extremely happy. I love Ryan. I'm close with his family as well. And it's very exciting times for Jewish basketball. And yeah, big fan.
Yeah, Ryan's a great friend as well. So, like, we're all back in LA. We're all really proud of him over there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so the way the show works, the first question always comes from me, and the last question also always comes from me. And that's, if you had to give one piece of advice, to the people watching at home, to any Jewish hoopers aspiring to become Division 1, trying to play pro in Israel, anything like that. If you had to give one piece of advice, what would you say?
It's a little bit more than one, but they're connected, if that's okay. I would say work really hard, be really resilient, have amazing faith, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your soul, establish an unbelievable reputation, be very kind and giving, enjoy the moment, surround yourself in chesed and prayer, and do things because you want to reach your potential and what Hashem sees in you, not don't get your energy in trying to prove other people wrong.
Reach your potential, ladies and gentlemen. Tamir, thank you so, so much for coming on. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
If you guys like this episode, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to follow up with the show, see what's going on. All our socials and my website is down below. If you guys want to see what's going on with Tamir, I'm gonna put his links down below as well. And with that, this has been the USW podcast. My name is Ed in Toronto, and I'll see you guys next week. Yeah.
Yeah.